Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Keydrin with yet another video. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Velium ND filter kit set. This is a magnetic set that's probably going to change the way you shoot. You may say, Keydrin, it's a lot of magnetic filter sets out there. Yes, it is, but I'm gonna say I've been using this kit for about 3 months and it is absolutely great. I can't even sit here and lie to you. So I'm gonna go over some of the features and then we're gonna dive in deep of this kit and how to set it up. But first, I wanna say I've taken this kit on various of locations. I've even used it on I got it on my FX3 right here, which it pretty much lives on that, and it'll live on my FX6. And if you're wondering, why would you put an ND filter on an FX6 when it has a variable ND filter already in it? Well, the variable ND inside the FX6 is 7 stops. And sometimes when you're shooting out in the sun, you just need that extra, otherwise you gotta stop down. And sometimes I don't wanna stop down, I wanna keep that aperture where I need it. So these filters come in handy. And what's cool about these filters, it's a CPL on the front. That's the very base of it. So you got a CPL and then you have this little switch that you could turn the CPL. Well, it's not even turning it on and off, but you can rotate the wheel or lock the wheel in one place. And that meaning that is, so if you got a sky that you want to have blue, or if you have water or reflections that you want to do, you'll flip that switch and then you will move it around until your reflections is gone, until you're happy, and then you'll lock it back in place. Now, the next thing that goes on there, you can either put your 2 to 5 on there, or you can put your 6 to 9 ND filter set. Now, when you're looking at this 6 to 9 ND filter set, and I'm gonna take it off real quick, if you see, and I'm gonna put it on there a little bit closer, they have some numbers here, minimum to maximum. They got a longer one and then they got a shorter one. The shorter one is gonna be for wide lenses. So if you're shooting with a 14 millimeter, you're shooting with 14 millimeter all the way up to maybe like a 50 millimeter or something like that. The other side is going to be your zoom side. So if you're shooting with a telephoto zoom, that vignetting around there, that's what these are for. So you gotta make sure that you put them in the right spot. And the way you know they're in the right spot is they got a little arrow here pointing here. So if I wanted to put it on the wide, which this is a wide lens because it's a 25 on here, I would just pop it on like that, and then it has hard stops on it so you can't go any further. Now, if this was a telephoto lens, what I would do is I would turn this around and I would put it on the wide side, the telephoto side, and it has hard stops as well. So you wanna make sure you're on the right one when you are doing this filter set. Now, it's going to come with the base, and they send me out 2 bases so I can have 2 different things, but they send me out a base and then you get some step up rings, because this one right here is made for a 67. So they gave me a 67 step up ring so I can put here. Now, when I first got the kit, I was running around with a lot of pouches, and I'm gonna show the pouches right now in the video. These pouches, so hard because it's something on both sides and you don't wanna scratch the lens up. So that being, you had to put it back in the pouch and you gotta carry several pouches around. So when I found out that they made a case, they just produced it like a month and a half later when they produced the case. This is the case right here, and this makes my life so much easier. They got a hook right here that you could put a little clamp to put it on your belt side, and then when you open this case up, you got all your filters here, and it got all different sections that you can put it in. What I got is the whole kit. I got a streak filter, I got a mist filter, and then I got the ND filters with the circular polarizer. Again, the circular polarizer has to go on no matter what at the beginning, and then you can stack them for that. The mist filter will go on last, and they are labeled. So I'm going to talk about the labeling real quick. So if you look on the back of here, you got photo 1, photo 2, photo 3, photo 4. That's going to tell you in the order of operation of how you need to stack these filters. So that being said, my mist filter is photo 3, whereas my my variable ND filter is photo 1. So that means my variable ND filter needs to go on before my mist filter. Now I want to talk about a little bit about the mist filter. So when I first received my kit, the mist filter they got was a little too strong. They had a 1/2 and they had a 1/4. I was like, man, this is way too strong for the way I like to shoot. Well, I asked them if they had a 1/8. So they responded and told me they was working on a 1/8 and it was gonna come out later. Well, a month later, they messaged me and said we made a new version. And this time when we made the new version, we made it on the Tiffin standards. Because I have a lot of Tiffin, I have like 2 or 3 Tiffin mist filters and they are great. I have a 1/4 black and then I have a 1/8. And me personally, I think that if you're just doing run and gun stuff and you just wanna soften up your digital, the 1/8 is where it should be at. So on the new filters that you will get, it says new version. And so that is on the Tiffin standard. And I will say, even the 1/4 is not as strong as their previous 1/4. So the 1/4 you could actually use if you wanted just a little bit more. But I tend to go for the 1/8 and it is great. So I don't even have the other ones in my case. So I have this one right here and it says the new version on the outside right here. So Velium, I really want to say that this is absolutely amazing, this kit that they did, because you got so many different things that you can use this for. Now, I'm going to show you some B-roll of what I've shot with these filter kit set, and I want you to tell me what you think. All right, so since I don't have a muse for y'all today, we're gonna use the Cheetah Lantern and the Cobar CL60 Lite. You will get the gist of it. So very first thing we're gonna do is, again, what I told you, we're going to put on the dual CPL first. And when you put that on, again, it has the wide, and then it has the telephoto one. And we're just gonna sit it on there so it's magnetic, and you just rotate it until it snaps in. Once it snaps in, that's going to be the CPL. And right now you can see it's overexposed on the screen. So then what we're gonna do is, since we're outside, we're shooting at 2.8, we're gonna open up our bag here and we're going to pull out the 2 to 5 stop first. And we're gonna put it on the wide side. So right there, we're gonna put that wide side on right there. Make sure I'm in manual here, right there. I don't want it to jump. All right, so we got a 2 to 5 on, and again, the CPL is on there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate the ND filter until we get a correctly exposed, but we can't, because guess what? We need to put the 5 to 9 on there. So this is how easy it is to do it. We just pop this off, we'll put it back in our case, and then we'll put the 5 to 9 on there. And the photo side goes in first, and the cine side will be on the outside. And we're gonna rotate our dial until we get a correctly exposed image, which will be right about there. So now that's a correctly exposed image. Now if I unlock my polarizer, circular polarizer, and I move my thing, you should see the sky changing just a little bit like that, the polarization. So we're gonna leave it about right there on the screen, and we're gonna lock it back down. Now, if we wanted to, what we could do is, we're going to put on the first center streak filter that they sent me out. So this is gonna be the half. So this is what the half will look like. And I haven't opened the half because I really don't use the half like that. Show you what the half looks like. So this is gonna be half. Again, photo goes inside. Photo is gonna be right here, half. That's what the half looks like, okay? And we're gonna put the half back in the case. So we'll take the half off. We're going to, I'm gonna show you what the first 1/4 looks like before the new version. That's the 1/4, which doesn't look bad. Make sure we're in focus. There we go. And then we need to brighten up our thing right here so you can see it. There you go. So we're in focus. That's the first 1/4. So we're going to take that off. Now I'm going to show you the new 1/2 and 1/4. So I have these in my little bag here. And this is going to be the new version of the 1/8, which I don't want that one yet. And this is the new version of the 1/4. Again, photo goes inside. That's the new version of the 1/4, which is that one's on the Tiffin standard. Okay, so we're gonna take that one off. That one back in. Man, this case makes so much difference. Then we're gonna put the new 1/8 on there. There we go. And then that's the 1/8. That gives you that little pop. I leave this one on just to take off that digital edge, and it looks absolutely amazing. And again, if we wanted to rotate our ND to darken the image down, we could right here to get it correctly exposed, and it'll be like right there. Don't that look good? So now what we're going to do is we're going to stack the center streak on here. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything from that instance. So we're going to do, just since we're outside, we're going to do the gold. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and just do the blue since I already had the blue open. And the gold is pretty much the same. So when you bring out the blue streak, you got the lines here and the gold looks just the same. And if you look on the one, it says photo 2, but it says Cine 1. So if it says Cine 1, that means this goes on first. Because you got, if you're doing the cinema, you got Cine 1, Cine 2, Cine 3, and that's how you stack them. It's very easy. You can't mess it up. So if that is the case, then we're going to put this center streak on first. Boom. And then you use the dial here to rotate how you want the streak to show up in your footage, right? Then you got Cine 2 that's going to be right here. That goes on next. Pretty easy, right? So we put that on. We lock our thing in until it snaps in. You got to make sure it's snapped in. Don't just put it on there at first. You got to make sure it's snapped in. And again, this is just going to do, this is for the center streak, so you'll be able to move the streak and how it rotates right there. So we're going to lock that down. Then you're going to put on the ND filter, and we're still on a wider side. So it goes on there like that. And that's what that looks like with the blue streak. And we're going to darken our ND down so you can see it right here. Then we're going to put our 1/8 mist on. That's our 1/4 mist. Our 1/8 mist. And guess what? That says Cine 4. So it makes it very easy for you to know. So that's Cine 4. And the sun went down, and then I'm going to rotate our dial. And that's what that looks like. Now, if we had like headlights or something, you'll be able to see the streak more. You can't see it in here. Maybe I'll go inside and just show you what it looks like inside. Now we're in the house, and I'm gonna show you the blue center streak. So this is the blue center streak. And if we unlock our rotation, our Magrota, we can change the way we set our streak and how it goes. So if I wanted to stay it there, that would be good. Now, one thing I do want to note, this front CPL has some type of stops on it, because if I take this off, look how bright it is. And then if I put it on, it does dim it down some. So it has some, I don't know what the strength is. It may be like a stop or two on there as well. So the next what we're going to do is we're going to take this off, and then we're going to put on the gold. So you put the gold on again, and you make sure that it seats down in there. There it is. You can hear it pop. You heard it on there. And then we got the gold streak on there. And then now we're going to put the CPL on there just to give us a little of that ND. And again, twist it until it locks in. And now it's locked in. Now, since we got the gold streak on there, we're going to unlock it again. And then you can rotate your dial to however you want it to be. So if you wanted some to look like that, you can have it like that, and then you lock it back. And then again, if you wanted to put an ND on the front, you could put an ND on the front. But for the FX6 inside, I really don't need an ND. If I wanted to put an ND on, I could just do that and put an ND on, and that's a 1.4 right there. And that's as low as it'll go. You just turn the ND off, and there you go. So let's jump back to Keydrin outside, and then he's gonna close us out.
Daydream with me, let your mind explore all the things we were created for. Possibilities, an open door that keeps us reaching out for more. Sure that I'm not sure, knowing I don't know it, so I listen for my inner voice. Carry the winds, drown out the rain, but will it make sense without the pain? Will color me blue, then tickle me pink. Who knew that at the brink of the end, life could begin? Treasure buried deeper with each loss, so filled with grief and catastrophic thoughts, insecurity, distorted flaws. It all gets heavy, sinking under all the cost. Sure that I'm not sure, I know when I don't know it, so I listen for that inner voice. It carries the wind, drowns out the rain, but will it make sense without the pain? Will color me blue, tickle me pink. Who knew that at the brink of the end, life could begin? I know there's so much trauma, but try search inside my love.
All right, if you like this video, this is what I want you to do. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I want you to hit that bell button so you don't never miss another video from me. And until next time, I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Peace.